him? Come on, let me shoot him.
Hey, we're in this together, and Smart Money says it's gonna be a tough fight.
Even in earnest, you underestimate.
So, anything you can tell us about what we're up against will be a plus.
We're all on the same team. We've got to work together.
Imagine ambivalent omnipotence, drifting in darkness.
Speaking of dark...
Such was my celestial solitude. Power without purpose, until uncovered by Raker. His crew were convalescent. Plagued by a pox I was serendipitously suited to soothe.
A ship full of sick people just happens upon someone with limitless healing?
We were need and needed, symptom and solace. They worshipped the wonder of my ways and declared me divine.
I think we know where this is going.
I do not know where this is going.
This is the scary part!
As the flock of followers fawned, a dark delight developed deep within me. And in the shadows it spoke. Weak whelps, pernicious priesting, feeble fools fit for feasting. Hubris made hunger. A cancerous craving called Magus.
Hang on, you can't name a craving.
I named nothing. Clawed through my consciousness, its deafening demands sated solely by suffering.
And you listen to this thing?
Its call is too great to ignore. I too heard this voice.
It was pure putrefaction, sown from the seed of my strength. My soul stone gone sour. I resolved to rip it out.
Rip it out? How?
A mechanical marvel wrought by Raker would sever the stone from my skull and excise the evil entangled within.
Translation: you let Raker steal your powers.
Whatever his wayward wander, he was on that day my friend. He swore to separate sanctity from sin, that my healing could yet be harnessed without harm.
Sure, but who's harnessing it?
I'm with Rocket. Raker knew exactly what he was doing. That man's a master manipulator. Damn it! Now you've got me doing it.
I bear no blame for my fallen friend. Our errant experiment all but broke us both.
Then how do you explain how your best bud got his hands on the stone and is now taking over the galaxy?
I cannot.
I think I can answer that. After I rejected my promise, I got pulled into Nikki's. Corel was there. She was trying to show me something.
Peter, you can't trust anything you saw in there.
This was different, and it felt different. She took me back to the QZ and I saw that Magus thing. I saw her get all twisted up with Nikki and I saw it kill Corel.
You hear yourself? How'd she show you this if she's dead?
Quite conceivably. Her soul may be snared by the stone, chained to the child.
I mean, we could get her back.
Essence can be retained but not restored. Our echo acts as anchor, manipulated by Magus to deceive the daughter.
So it's like Corel said. Nikki needs to accept her death.
This feat is not so easily done.
Its appetite is insatiable. If unassailed, Magus will absorb all.
We're gonna need one hell of a plan.
Well, you better come up with it quick, because I see daylight.
The bond between Magus and Matriarch must be broken. It harvests its hunger through the host.
So, Nikki's like the head vampire. If we cure her, it'll free the rest. Why didn't you just say that?
So step one, find Nikki.
Step 2, convince her mom ain't coming back from the dead.
Step 3, get that stone away from her and mop the floor with that Magus thing.
You show no shortage of assurance.
Yeah, this one's Mr. Positivity. It's It's enough to make you sick.
The stone is both bondage and bridge for Magus, and a young mind is most malleable. If Magus is merged with hers, she may not survive the severing.
We won't let it come to that.
Not to join the Golden Downers, but how are we supposed to find the kid? What are you...
What's going...
Oh, Flark.
Oh, Flark.
They've got the Cortex. They can go anywhere, convert anyone.
Go now.
Why does that sound like you're not coming with us?
These are my people. Some still survive if I stay.
Then we'll stay and help.
Go. I'll be where I'm needed when I need to be. Link. Just trust me.
Don't go dying on me. I'm starting to actually get you. You wanna pop a squat, golden boy? You're making me nervous.
Or perhaps your nerves need gnawing.
What did I do?
This precarious plan proves more meek by the moment. The Madonna was meant to be among us.
She knows what she's doing. Eventually.
Sorry sins I have wrought to wrest me among such a motley crew.
Did he? Did he take my room?
Not so much as a yip from the mud. Groot says he'll keep trying. Where's Mr. Fancy Words?
It is assumed Peter Quill's quarters. It was a daring display of dominance.
Don't you start.
Usually I'd say, who needs him, but we do. So you better fix this one, Quill.
Just try not to piss him off any more than he already is.
If it is to be a fight to the death, I will honor the outcome.
If he kills you, I get your guns.
Wouldn't bet on Peter winning that fight. Took all 5 of us to beat him last time.
I still can't believe he caught one of my smart bombs. Just like that.
We have already fought the man.
Hold on, you don't remember?
I remember sparring against the Celestial Madonna in a small village. And then the cold darkness of the promise devouring my soul. Until you found me.
Moore, are you okay letting Mantis fight the church alone out there?
She won't fight. She'll focus on evacuating people. Maybe they can all hide in the caves.
So she's just gonna let the church take over her homeworld?
Mantis would tell you that people matter more than the planet. And she knows that the church won't stop coming until we rescue Nikki.
You have great confidence in this Celestial Madonna.
She's one of the few people I know I can trust.
Really? She freaks me out.
Because she's smarter than you?
And kinder.
Hey, that nickname makes my skin crawl. I'm furry, not fuzzy. Not even that little.
Glad you're back on our side, Drax. I got a feeling we'll need to go full destroyer on this one.
I shall be ready, Peter Quill. I have witnessed the threat posed by Magus firsthand. No one should suffer from its malignant lies. I owe all of you a great debt of gratitude. It'd be my honor to fight beside you with all of my might.
That's a lot of might. Groot agrees with you, Muscles.
Sounds like we've got ourselves a nice church butt-kicking party.
I only hope our guest agrees to join this buttock-striking celebration. My shoulders are sore.
Yeah, Mantis is heavier than she looks.
How is she connected with my soreness?
Hey, Quill.
You seem like you're in a good mood.
Do I? I've got a great idea for a new blaster extension. Can't wait to put it together.
Do you have a minute to fix my stuff, too?
Sure. Fine, fine, I'll make your dumb stuff. Just tell me what you want. Ta-da! This work is worth more than you're worth, Quill. All set. Tell me if you need anything else fixed up.
Well, now that the gang's back together and we've got a minute to breathe, I think you deserve an official thank you for what you did on Lamentus.
Quill,
I know you don't like that kind of sappy stuff, but I really mean it.
Quill, you're making a mountain out of a scrap pile right now. It's embarrassing.
Seriously. Mantis mentioned something about trauma. Is that where your fear of water came from?
Okay, Loopy Girl don't know nothing about nothing. Must be from another timeline.
Well, regardless, you saved our lives, so thank you.
The rodents saved our lives.
Oh yeah, you surprised? You know, I can do more than blow stuff up.
You saved our lives by blowing something up.
Oh, flark off, Murder Mom.
Would a wanton hand supply sustenance to this chamber?
He's asking for room service now?
Come get your...
It may be up to us to stop the church in nowhere. You ready?
He's worried about the mutt. Says it would be easier with his help.
I didn't think Cosmo would let the church take over his station. But if they got the Cortex, then...
He is but one canine against the army of the converted.
That explains why we ain't been able to reach Cosmo. If you don't answer it, they'll vaporize us.
I will handle this communication.
All yours, buddy.
Hail, traveler. Have you accepted the truth of a divine promise?
We have. My deceased wife and daughter are with me. Thank the matriarch for her gift.
May the promise be fulfilled. You are clear to land at the spaceport.
All them bars and betting parlors.
And noodle joints.
Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
I assume it will be worse.
Raker rallies regiments while we wait whistling in the wings.
Landing as fast as I can, Gold.
What the flark? Great! Cocoon Boy thinks he's a butterfly now!
He is a man of action.
Let's just hope that he can keep the church busy while we look for Nikki.
Didn't think you'd be able to bluff your way through security muscles.
I am quite adept at deception.
We're gonna need more than that to get to the Continuum Cortex and rescue Nikki.
Especially with Golden Boy jumping ship. Should we, try to find him?
Time is running out. We cannot lose focus if we are to save the girl.
Drax is right. Let's just hope Warlock can do a bit of damage on his side.
What is our plan if the matriarch is no longer...
Let's do this. Time to save Nikki.
Peter.
Okay. Just be cool. Let me handle these guys.
Welcome, travelers. Have you come to witness the fulfillment?
The what now?
The realization of the Matriarch's promise. The beginning of a new world. One without death, or pain, or fear. You should know this. Weren't you vetted and cleared to land here?
What? Of course we were.
How are you not aware of the fulfillment? Something is wrong. These heretics must be stopped. Attack!
How many times have I saved your butt now?
Another one? Go, Rocket!
Wrap him up, bud! Run him through!
Their healer is tottering! End his life!
He's boosting his squad!
Let's pop that fool so he stops handing out treats!
Die! Honor!
Smoke him, Rocket!
Look out!
The blockhead's amping up his buddies!
Then put him in a body bag! Problem? Solution!
Chop him up! Tie them down, Groot!
The Witch Doctor elevates our challenge in combat! What is next, Peter Quill?
Rocket! Do your thing! Right, toss it! Making short work of these cultist creeps!
Wacko's better prey their new world comes without death or pain or fear. Cause I'm gonna kill him for flarking up this spaceport.
They have been very busy redecorating.
All the more reason for us to get to the Cortex and find Nikki.
Drax, little help?
I will comply.
Anybody see any this way to the fulfillment signs?
No. I will inform you if I observe any.
Thanks.
We need to move if we want to find Nikki.
Yeah, Quill's just doing some preparation work, I guess.
Well, we should prepare faster. Scott! Cosmos Tower's shut down.
Are you Groot?
That's because it's never been dark before. You do realize some of the guys shooting at us were nowhere security?
This does not bode well for the dog.
Never was the Mutt's biggest fan, but we could have used a backup telepath.
If Cosmo is on their side, getting to the Cortex could be a lot harder.
Just because the tower shut down doesn't mean Cosmo is too. Last time we were here, he knocked out me, Gamora, and Drax, and Lady Hellbender's bounty hunters, like it was nothing. We just gotta have faith he's okay.
Really, Peter? Faith?
Kinda dreading what we're gonna see in the marketplace.
The same thing we saw when we flew in.
Yeah, but it'll be up close. Nowhere really stunk sometimes, but...
Clark! Over there!
There's so many of them. I thought most nobodies would have rejected the promise.
Everyone wants something they can't have.
Yeah, but these crooks were suspicious of anyone.
You're right, Rocket. The people who lived here were rough. I once saw someone beat someone else to a pulp because they gave them a compliment.
They got Clark and Faith batteries everywhere.
Just like on Hal's Hope.
Perhaps they have built another giant ray gun inside the Continuum Cortex.
Siphon Fate from multiple worlds at once? Is that even possible?
The energy ain't filling these batteries. It's moving away from them.
So they're powering something.
Sure looks like it. Don't suppose we could try tricking them again? Make them believe we're all promised up?
Not unless you can fake that purple glow they all seem to have.
Okay, I think we got the drop on these guys.
Fun Clarkers! Get ready to die!
They do not fear death.
Don't mean we can't hurt them first. Blow them up!
Put them down and let's go!
Gamora's right! Nikki's depending on us!
More batteries the deeper we go. 100 units says they're tied to the fulfillment.
Priest said that they were
They
bringing...
can't raise the dead, especially after we save Nikki.
Wonder if any of these fortune tellers saw this.
They're all charlatans.
Most of them were pickpockets and fences. Pretty useful people to know.
Over here! Looks like we can squeeze through.
We must be close to Madlow's bar. Can you see it?
Not really. There's a lot of debris in the way.
There is no way through this wall.
Could be a bunch of wackos just waiting for us on the other side.
Good point. Peter!
Well, that didn't work.
Clark, I'm going in.
What about the fanatics?
I'll toast them if I see them. We're the only ones that can do this, right? Clear back here, Quill. Looks like you're gonna have to yank a chunk free from this side, though.
If I can find a way over there. Gamora, you should be able to get your sword in there now. Give me a boost.
Let's hope it holds.
Oh, Scott! Not Madlow's. Look at her. This is personal, Quill.
Don't leave me hanging.
I know how much you love this dive.
It was the one spot in this whole Flarkin galaxy where a guy could feel safe. I mean, except for the bar brawls and the security raids and the bounty hunters.
We'll drink to it later. Right now, we've got to keep moving.
I'm surprised the church was able to seize the Cortex.
There has been no sign of Goldie Braun since he leapt from our ship.
Adam Warlock.
Might be splattered somewhere across the lower city.
Or got picked up by a wandering creep squad.
Or maybe he was lying about which side he was on and is just waiting to attack us.
The Warlock carries an old grudge. He would not align himself with the Grand Unifier. When we are done here, we will need to tell a Rhapsodus about these adventures.
Oh, what?
Yeah, what do we need the Golden Boy for anyways? We were doing fine without him.
I was not fine. Magus was devouring my soul. Your memory is suspect.
My memory is flawless. I'm just an optimist.
Warlock's stronger than any of us, and he's got a pretty good reason to hate Raker.
So you buy his ripped my soul in two story.
Just saying, if anybody stands a chance going toe-to-toe with Raker, it's him. And we're gonna need the Grand Unifier out of the way if we want to stop this ritual.
Throw the meat into the meat grinder to keep it busy.
That's not what I...
No, I'm on board now, Quill. It's a solid strategy.
It's treachery.
Okay, we got this.
Do you hear something? Like chanting.
No.
Could have swore.
More turkeys dropping in.
They'll be dropping like flies soon enough.
Guys, huddle up! Victory will soon be ours, my friends, unless they send reinforcements.
If they do, we'll have to move like lightning. Hit them from behind. But what if they're too fast? We'll need another plan.
Hey! Every battle comes with some kind of curveball. And trying to predict where it's gonna land only makes things worse. Relax. It's easy to overthink when things get tense, but if we focus...
We can hit him hard.
Who's with me?
Today, I am the destroyer!
Let me in.
You got this one! Smash him
Never
up,
see it
Drax!
coming!
Blow him away, Rocket! Pounce, Drax! Mitchell!
This faith-filled fanatic got the Don't
Is that
sweat
what
it!
they call a
You didn't stand a
spiritual
chance!
experience?
This looks like a dead end.
For some more than others.
What must it feel like to have one's soul torn in two?
If Magus was half my soul, I'd be happy to get rid of it.
I'd want to get rid of the Warlock part too.
Looks like the church is trying to keep us out of there.
That's not gonna work. The destruction is pretty massive.
Guess that means some of the crooks here put up a fight.
A valiant effort in the face of certain defeat. Careful, Peter Quill.
Guys, look down. It's an awful lot of light.
You're thinking it's the full Flarkman, ain't you? But it could just be runoff from the cables. Whatever these whack jobs are up to, they need a lot of juice.
Perhaps this is how they powered their fleet to reach Lamentus.
Nah, the Cortex could handle that on its own.
Nikki had Warlock's soul stone in her hand. What if it's fused there and Raker's trying to remove it?
Like you did with Goldilocks? Didn't work all that well the first time.
The girl may have sensed the evil in the stone and insisted they try again.
Or she's outlived her usefulness and Raker wants the stone's power for himself.
Regardless, we must reach the Undercity to find the girl and stop whatever they are doing.
And we'll have to be ready for them to try and stop us.
The converted ones will be prepared to die in order to bring their loved ones back to life.
Which is pretty ironic if you think about it.
Our level of cooperation is invigorating. We have become a formidable team.
Yep, sure have, Drax.
Ain't we just one big, happy Flarkin family? What are you doing with that garbage?
She's not garbage.
Behold the power of the light! Via Manati! The Guardians of the Galaxy! Save the believers and alert the Grand Unifier! The movement must not be stopped!
That's it! We finally snapped!
Gamora! Wait for us!
Again?
Drax, destroy! At least we stopped whatever that priest was doing here!
No, we didn't!
We've got enough on our hands, Muscles!
What the fuck, Gamora?
Something that's stuck in the assassin!
Lob it at him, big guy! Rocket! Fireworks!
Must be a doll thing, I don't know!
Oh, you Drax! What the? Coach is choosing his team members! You aren't the only one fighting this battle, Gamora!
I can keep up with her, Quill! Get on the flyer! He's healing his team!
The flyer's healing the others!
And he will suffer for it!
Scott Dirt Medic is really complicating things!
Putting him away with flyers, beefing up his crew!
But now is our chance! The Sorcerer Priest is swaying!
Rocket! Blast him!
You won't ruin her this time!
I will ruin them all!
Sick of Drax!
Cowards! Face us!
No fair! He's boosting everyone but us!
Then put him in a body bag! Problem? Solution!
Lock and